stage. Why is that an advantage for Twork? Crowd control, big stage.
We know why. We know why.
So
Why?
you should have Twork with a higher crowd control then. If you give him the advantage on a big stage where there's more of a crowd, there's 1,000+ people. Just saying.
No,
Yeah.
Am I bugging?
I personally feel like, again, like when you talk about the highs, I think Torque has like amazing crowd control. I feel like just him bouncing on the stage is gonna like cause a reaction, right?
Oh well,
But
and he will do it.
but at the same time though, I think the reason why people feel that way is because a lot of people have now associated big room battles with being explosive from beginning to end, right? Um, and I feel like uh, they're assuming that Lux is going to do a slow build once again, but like I think that Lux is kind of like figured out how to make his style work for big stages, like and how to kind of
I agree.
neutralize certain
I
things
agree.
too. You know what I'm saying?
when did you see it though?
I disagree though. I think
Yeah, I
No,
was gonna
I
say
I agree.
based on an
I
interview with
Wait,
disagree.
Letterman, well, this is why I'm saying I disagree. Based on an interview with Letterman, he
okay,
has the mindset, and I can quote him. He said, "Yo, raps is gonna be raps where you put them in a small room, big always done. Rap really good. On top of
right.
it, the time limit, there is no time limit. So if he wants to do like what he did versus Rum, maybe have a 7 minute round, a slow build for the first minute or two, and then bomb in the middle, and then a nice little crescendo at the end of the round, he's gonna do the same thing now.
But I'm saying like I feel like, but at the same time though, I feel like he's saying that like his raps are gonna be superb enough to where that's what he has to bring. Like not to say he doesn't have to perform, but like I interpret that as him saying that like he is confident in his material regardless. I didn't interpret that as like he don't have to change up anything. But I can get how you feel that way though.
We
You
do
saying the
realize that
structure?
Lux.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just asking. We do all realize that Lux has to do more in this performance in London, right?
More as far as
I,
what?
I feel like he has to lean in, not to give away any I mean I'm not a battler, not to give away to any advice, but like I feel like he has to lean into um not just being bar for bar, but like there got to be like certain lines that like resonate deeper because of the layeredness to it. Like for example, like he like okay, so the way that Twerk did the whole DVD era shit against Mook, you know what I'm saying? Like Twerk, I mean, Lux is gonna need a lot of that. Like bars that hit because they're like clever and like fire, but like also hit because you're kind of like probing into like a more personal like topic, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's Lux. I
Yeah.
feel like that's Lux's strong suit. It's like not only making a bar hit, but making it personalized for that battler. Like the whole, you might be Showtime, but not at the Apollo. That shit hits because one, it's fire, and two, because if you know the historical context of that, you understand why it's completely layered. I think Twerk. I mean, I think Lux needs a lot of that because you already know what's Twerk's bringing.
Just remember, it's
Yeah.
in London, so a lot of stuff got to translate there too.
I'm
I
not
think it's
judging
gonna
this battle at
translate over
all
there,
by
bro.
haymaker counts. I'm not gonna lie.
Say it again, Black. I
I just
heard the
think I
chant.
think London is very receptive and appreciative of having
Mm.
uh
Okay.
battle rap. You are, let's say URL over there. I'll say that they got battle
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
Again, the amount of love that's I get love at these events, but I lied to you. I should have recorded it. I just walked out on stage. They cheered so fucking crazy for me walking on stage. I don't think I'm gonna get that like
Mm.
at a URL New
Oh
York.
wow.
It might get
Oh really?
oh black, but they literally, ah! I'm like, oh shit. So I think
Oh
they're
wow.
they're more receptive
Wow.
and appreciative in the UK or London UK.
Yeah.
Pardon me. So they're gonna be receptive to it.
So they understand doubles and all that and all that.
Why wouldn't they?
Okay. Okay. That's why I said. That's why that was my whole reason for
They
saying that part.
understand and love hip hop.
Yeah.
It's
My fault if the fan is too loud, man. But it's hot in my game room. But anyways, like you you gotta expect that they're gonna be respectful of and respectful of any battle rapper because you gotta think about the rappers that come from the UK. You know what I'm saying? The Shotty Horrors and such. You know what I'm saying? Like even Shotty Horror is lyrically based. You know what I'm saying? But he like his aggressiveness is there too. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to battle. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Loaded Lux knows how to battle too, even though he has a lot less battles than New Jersey Twork, whatever. I feel like Loaded Lux knows the assignment every time, and just because of the little slip up that he had with the with Geechee Gotti, um, still you got to look at everything that he did inside of the culture. Except that I'm not saying like to just throw that inside of the trash can and don't think about it. I'm just saying like the common denominator of New Jersey, I mean, Loaded Lux coming to battle. Everybody knows he's coming to battle. You know what I'm saying? That's where I, um, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm trying to get at. Loaded Lux knows the assignment. He's gonna come there. You know what I'm saying? Fully prepared, and he know who's he's battling, bro. He know how electric Loaded Lux is. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, Shoddy Horror is lyrical. You know what I'm saying? You don't think they're gonna be uh ears in listening to no Loaded Lux? Come on, man. This is Loaded Lux. You know what I'm saying? I think this is. I mean, yeah, this is his first time being uh in the UK. And if you are a battle rap fan, it don't matter where you come from, especially if you know battle rap. And UK is a big battle rap. Uh, you know, it's a big battle rap world over there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that being said, Loaded Lux is gonna get the type of praise he deserves, especially being in the UK. It don't matter where Loaded Lux is. Everybody knows Loaded Lux. Everybody is there to listen. It's his first time being in the UK. Everybody want to hear what the heck Loaded Lux is gonna say. We already know what New Jersey Twork does. You know, shout out to New Jersey Twork. He gonna punch your head off. He's gonna punch your head off, bro. He's gonna punch your freaking head off every freaking round. And you tune in to whatever Loaded Lux is. I mean, what New Jersey Twork is saying. I feel like this battle is it's amazing, and I can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to see it, bro. This is a great battle, and it needs to happen, especially what's happening inside of the culture right now. This battle needs to happen, man. It has to happen. The world is ready for it.
It's just little. I'm not saying it's
But
easier. They're just more appreciative.
yeah,
For sure. For sure.
and another thing I would give Twerk the edge in is that, which is why I think that the content and bars, and I would even argue that his bar, because I think he has a 94 in bars. I would argue it could be a little bit higher because I do feel like, him, he's a top five performer and damn near might end up being like a top five puncher, all things considered as well too, when we really boil
Why don't
everything
people
down.
understand that? Like I've had the issue with
Because
people in battle rap for years and years and
yeah,
years.
it's like
So if you're a performer,
It's because they want to
you
separate
can't
the
be a
categories with
puncher.
people and
Oh
give
my
everybody
god! Like
love.
no, you can be a puncher and a performer. If you're good
yeah,
in
like
both
For
categories, I'm
sure.
gonna rank you high in both categories. Simple as that.
yeah, and so with that, I say that to say that his like he's gonna have a leg up in terms of references and shit like that. Like I think between him and maybe like I don't even know, but his reference pool is impeccable too. And I guess that can also be attributed to his ring IQ. So I guess I'll like for sure recant my statement about the ring IQ because I do think that like his reference pool is really great. Even when he did the shit against Arsenal in the UK when he was there last time. Now granted it kind of backfired, but nonetheless, his reference pool for sure is going to help him like land even crazier haymakers, especially because that was his first time being out there. This is like his second, if I'm not mistaken, if he hasn't been out there again since then. So,
No, it's his second. This is
yeah,
second
yeah,
time
yeah.
going.
So I would for sure I for sure would have gave him like a little bit higher rating in bars because I don't know that many people. Pardon me, I don't know that many people that have like can land those type
There's
of
only
things like that. You
one.
know what I'm
There's
saying?
only one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then content, but here's the thing. Here's like again nitpicking, right? Content creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of curious as to 91 is good. I know a part of this is like OBC. I can already picture who might have given him an 80 due to OBC and shit like that. But I think overall, when you
Not
talk
me,
about
Lane.
content, you said what?
Not,
So probably Anwar. He probably got a hold of this somehow, somewhere, and
yeah,
delivered some
and,
80s and some 70s. I'm gonna
and it
find him
wasn't
though.
me on that one though, Lane. But go ahead.
But I say that to say I feel like Lux is like a mid 90s person because for every like OBC bar he may have, he'll also have some shit that we've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
He'll also create an entire like concept and tailor it for an opponent, and it like is a perfect like glove fit. You know what I'm saying? So like I personally had that at, like the 94 range. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know because I ain't gonna front. I've never like the numerical flip that he did against
Mm.
Nitty. Never heard that before. The even though people did the Jason shit before, the way he pulled it
Different.
off as a triple
Different.
entendre is different. You feel me? So it's like I'm not like I don't know 91. I feel like they gave. I think 91 is like out of respect, but like if we're being realistic, I mean his creativity is still pretty up there, and that's with him not even being in the ring all the time. So I don't know, but
It's made especially
I would
for
I
have
him.
think
to
that
find.
plays an aspect, though.
I still
Honestly,
to this day, I think the only problem with the compendium is, and hopefully I can try to implement it for the next one, but it might be harder to do given it's everybody, is the fact that we go from 80 to 99 to 100 or 70 to 80.
It's a 10
It should
point
be
margin.
it
Yeah,
should be 75, no, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100
yeah,
as opposed to that. And I think you get more accuracy in terms of what people got. Because if you want
I
to give
yeah.
agree.
Lux a 95, you can't. You got to go 90 or 100. But you want to give him 95. So you say,
Right.
he's not 100, but he's 90. So I think that's the only issue with the compendium. But we probably can fix that. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see.
No thick and fluffy waffles for me, said no human.
Stop getting the job done.
But as far as
Yeah.
Twork having that creativity
But
that high, you agree with that?
absolutely, I think again, I talked about his reference pool. I talked
Ridiculous.
about like he's a person that can say shit that we've never heard before. He can say shit that like we have heard
Different
before, but
way.
do a different spin on it. And he can say shit that we thought we heard before, but we actually never heard before. Like long story short, how many
Oh my
9/11
I was
God.
just
bars we
about to say
heard, and
that.
like
I
Oh
was
you know
my
what
just
I'm
about
God.
to
saying?
say
Like
that. The long story short,
it's
I could have
right.
swore I heard that before, but I've never heard it before.
It's like right there, but no, like same thing with him and Nitty. Like it's like right there, but nobody's ever said it. Those bars are great, but then he also has like these moments where like my fault. He also has
Hold on, man. Let me turn my fan off. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all have to stop doing that, bro. Y'all gotta stop comparing who he battled to who's he's battling right now. Y'all have to stop doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know like everybody have a problem with doing that, even myself, but we as a culture have to stop saying that, bro. Cause we see this time and time again where another person who you think is not gonna win the battle end up winning the battle. You know what I'm saying? This is a total different fight. A total different fight. Total different fight. Rum Nitty punches. New Jersey Twork does a little bit more than what Rum Diddy does. A little bit more, maybe a lot more than what Rum Nitty does. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying anything bad about Rum Nitty. Salute to Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? He put the work in. We not doing that because a lot of people like to uh, uh, run a narrative what a person says. No, I'm not saying that. Rum Nitty is who he is, but I'm saying that this is a total different fight than what Rum Nitty is. Total different fight for both sides, not just Loaded Lux and not just for New Jersey Twork. This is a total different fight. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. So this battle, we just have to enjoy it. I know, I know a lot of people might have Loaded Lux, and a lot of people might have New Jersey Twork. That, like they said in the first video, it's only at a 57%, which means that they know what Loaded Lux can do and capable of, and we know what New Jersey Twork is capable of. So when you put these two together, it's a masterpiece waiting to happen. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like these moments where, like, I call it like jingle slogan shit. Like Clips kind of touched on it a little bit, but like having like a concept and then attaching it to like a slogan or a jingle or something like that. Yeah, like he can do that, but still in a creative way though. Like tell Bad Mother to shut her mouth. Like that shit is like
Jeremiah
crazy.
said, "Let him up."
You know what I'm
Black.
saying? So like,
Wayne, you know how I feel about bars connecting with each other. When he said
yeah,
versus coffee, your son's still up in California. I
yeah.
rolled
Even
over.
Black. Jeremiah said, "Let him up."
It's
even tuberculosis. Now cough it up. Like cliches, sayings like that. He can add that with like a whole other like, and then that's another thing too. The reason why I think that his bars are that high is because I feel like him and Nitty opened up like a whole new like. I think
I
Verb called it
appreciate bro.
word
I
stretching or
appreciate you,
whatever,
bro.
but their wordplay is crazy because he could take one word and split that shit out. Like you could go anywhere and scream Bosstown, but you let your Massachusetts for you. The
Crazy.
Massachusetts like breakdown he did, like it's only a few people that can do shit like that. So when you have
It
that
ain't
to your
gonna be that
disposal,
though.
the fact
Bow,
that you have
nigga. Yes, it is.
Pour gasoline
a
with it,
slogan
rock with
flips
it.
when
There
you
goes your
There go your
franchise, boy.
franchise, boy.
excuse me, miss, I saw you from across the
He
room.
got
Like
too
all that
much.
shit
No,
Too
connects. Like
much,
I don't
we
man.
know.
forget one. We forget one. What is life like? You can see when it flashed before his eyes.
Another common saying that everyone has said, but like putting it in bar form, he's probably the best at doing that. Like so,
even when
but
he
yeah, that's why I
repeats the
said Lux
same
needs
thing
to really
5 times, it gets better literally each time. And I think that's crazy too.
yeah with a
Wait, I
different
have a
like
question
meaning
because
to
I
it.
can't go back to who did it first. Was it Nitty or was it Twerk?
I don't
For
think either
what?
one of them did it first.
In
As
terms of
far as
what?
like rapping back the same line,
I don't think either one of them did it first.
It
Twerk,
wasn't over
People been
you know
it.
how
doing that.
Twerk did the measuring tape shit,
Yeah,
like
I
measuring
guess.
tape and
Yeah,
bring it back.
people been
They've been
doing
doing it
that.
for
People been
years.
doing that since
That's what
like
I'm
grind
Yeah,
saying.
like
time.
Killer been
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
doing
gonna
gonna say
that.
lie.
like
Red been
who
doing
was
that.
doing that because that shit's hitting.
The
The
Suns.
Sons was doing that back in the day, but they
FQP.
got no offense. They got called corny for it, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny in hindsight. But they kind of got called corny for it, you know. But yeah, it's been
Yeah, I
done.
do
But
remember
I think
Conceited
that
doing
he's
some shit
doing it
like that a
in a
lot. I ain't gonna lie,
different way.
kind of do remember
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Con
mean
doing that
What you
shit.
say, Ryan?
that's really the concept to slow it down. Really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for
yeah.
sure. I was gonna say now that you really think about it, for sure.
Slow it down. Slow it down again.
yeah,
Like slow it down even further.
Slow
Like
it
if
down and then
the
slow it
cap's
down.
done,
Yeah, for
more guns
sure.
come out. By cap more, then your organs come
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
It's not the
yeah.
same as that, but it's close. It's close enough.
It's damn near is the same though, Black. If you really think about it, like
I mean,
Nah, the
they
way Twerk do it
it's a
though is
little
they're
different.
different,
forming
It's not
It's
all the way
different.
they're
because of how
forming
because
the
Twerk does
same
because
it.
they're forming the same concept of that one bar. And that's what they used to do.
Well, not entirely because he adds a different spin every
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
It's a
Like
different
the
setup every
whole,
time.
he said, he said, because you wouldn't have did it if I hadn't taken my hood off
Oh my God,
Like an oil
first.
change
That's oil change, and then he has another line that says something
on
something
this
something
dipstick.
funnel in like an oil change. Like you
And
know what I'm
what
saying? Like
conceded is
yeah.
like
So
he's saying the same thing though. Like the Captain Morgan's come out.
the
It's the
wordplay is
wordplay is different
different.
as opposed to what
Yeah.
Twork's doing. But I'm saying like extending the same concept like multiple times. What I'm saying is the same, but the actual concept is not the same.
I have a question. Did
Yeah.
Chess ever do that? It feels like Chess done did that before.
Maybe, who knows?
I
Nah,
forgot who did that
he
because
he did
when
like
New Jersey Twerk started doing it,
something
I
on you
thought New
like
Jersey
Oh
Twerk
yeah,
started it,
something
trunks,
on you like
like
cops.
dunks.
Like yeah.
and then
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
started doing it again.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Let
know
me
it was
see
from
what
grind
else we
time.
got here.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. I do because I ain't got long. I'm on my break. I ain't gonna lie.
Just on my
Taylor,
break.
I ain't gonna lie. Taylor for Twerk, I feel like should have been maybe a little bit more. I feel like
And again, wait,
Twerk can be very
let's
tailored.
preface this. This is in comparison to their opponent. That's the only way. Because here's the thing, right? If I give you a survey, right, and we each filled out like
Hmm
20 times,
Yeah.
their numbers should be the same or identical. Then why does it
Yeah,
change depending
Yeah.
on who they are, who they're going against? Lux
yeah. I'm
numbers
not gonna
maybe
lie.
change.
You
That
just answered
Twerk numbers
why.
for
It's
somebody else has
because your
changed. I'm just
opponent.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You
because
just
your
answered
I'm
why.
not
opponent.
gonna. I'm not gonna lie. That rapping like 11 point discrepancy is a little.
Wait, so okay, look. This what we'll do. We'll say what we said in the beginning for rapping ability. Twerk's rapping ability, I think is high. I think it's
Yeah,
obviously above 88. But the way Lane broke it down is that he doesn't rely on that. As opposed to Loaded Lux
that's
from
understandable.
beginning to end, his
Oh,
main thing in priority is rapping
Hmm
and
And bars.
rapping in bars, but he's rapping fluidly at a pace, at a pocket. Whereas
I get
Twerk,
that.
Yeah.
he'll set up a fork, ball, uppercut, haymaker, a bomb, which is
that's
not really,
true.
in a sense, 100% just rapping fluid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference there. Can he rap?
And my
Of
thing
course. Would I put it higher? I would put it higher
and
than
my
88.
thing is
I would,
like
personally.
And then structure is a big discrepancy as well. But I get what I
Hold
get
on,
where
wait,
you're
Structure.
coming from though.
break down why you think he should be higher or lower.
Oh yeah.
I think,
And who?
but it depends on what you classify as structure. Like
Nah.
we have a
What's
general
your
view of
Yes.
definition
structure.
of it?
I feel like structure is it takes into consideration tailoredness, the setup, the way you format the scheme, the way you lead into the next punch. It does also take into consideration how you develop an angle and how you go about an angle as well. It can mean a few different things. I feel like
Okay, so I get it, but to me, structure. Let's see what structure. Let's see. Structure to me. Okay, yes, I will give it to. It's just say structure though. It doesn't say structured rounds. You know what I'm saying? Structured. They have New Jersey Twerk at 83, and then they have um, structure. They have Twerk at a 83, and they have um, Loaded Lux at a 96. At a 96, okay. See, that's the reason why people are confused because if I was gonna say go at for New Jersey Twerk for structure, I would say structured. The way he structured his rounds. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Cause structure can be also considered tailored. But New Jersey Twerk structured his rounds the same as in format. As in format, New Jersey Twork format his rounds. And I consider that his structure. You know what I'm saying? Being structured. Loaded Lux. Damn, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? Because the way Loaded Lux structured his round for the opponent, to the opponent, and it's like that can also be tailored. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 83, 83 for New Jersey Twork. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. And then he just still is in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I seen some battles where New Jersey Twork structured his round to the opponent. So I can't be mad at that. But every time Loaded Lux come out, his is definitely structured towards his opponent, which is that can be considered to me as tailored as well. They have tailored for New Jersey Twork 86, and then they have tailored for at 92 for Loaded Lux. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they should have just like put that together. The way they put creativity / content, I would rather creativity and content be by itself, and then I would have put structured and tailored together. You know what I'm saying? But structured also can mean numerous of things. That's the reason why I guess they spaced it out and gave structured his own lane and tailored his own lane. But creativity and content can be by itself too, as well.
I feel like maybe a few points higher, maybe an 85, 86. I feel like 83 is very low.
That's not very low. That's
For
83.
It's only 1 or 2 points though.
Structure or tailored? They're two
For
different things,
structure.
I think.
No, for structure.
Okay.
No. I
It's
get
tough.
what you're saying, Lang, but it feels like 13 points. That's a lot.
But here's the thing, though, because like we're talking about again the individual. I mean, I know it's like they're paired next to each other, but my only thing for Twork when it comes to structure is that like I feel like the way he formats, it's like
That's
very.
exactly what I said.
I'm trying to say this without like because he does it
I
really
get what you
great,
mean.
but like it's very what's the word? Methodical.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Like it's very methodical. Like there's a certain way that he
I get that.
does it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like Lux, it's like everything has a point, or everything has like it's structured in a certain way. And when I think of structure, I think of organization, right? I also think of formatting, like you said, how you format your schemes, how you format like certain concepts or whatnot. And it can also
And New
be
Jersey
it
Twork
also can
format
be
his the
like
same
how
way
your
every time.
rounds
Yeah.
together are formatted. And I feel like Lux
Okay.
has always had like 3 cohesive rounds that all connect into one. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like
yeah.
with Turk structure, I feel like his greatest attribute and structure is the way he sets up anything he
That's
says.
exactly what I was
Anything he
trying to
says
say.
has
Exactly.
a very keen setup to where if you listen to the line cohesively, it works very well.
Yes.
So
Sometimes
you're talking about
Setups.
structure from bar to
Yeah.
bar, as opposed to the round or a complete battle.
yeah.
I get
Now,
that.
would you agree that when Twerk, let me say this the right way, because I do want to give him credit here too. When you listen to Twerk rap, he
hmm
can go from A to Z to F
Yeah.
to H. I'm not saying like A, B, C, D. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he can go from start at A, then jump to Z, then jump back to
hmm
D, then jump back to H, then jump to
Yeah.
O. Like that's what he could do, as opposed
It
to
can
Lux,
be
it's
it can be
A,
a bit
B,
sporadic.
C, D, E, F, G.
Right.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like even if you want to give him the structure, I feel like he's so explosive that, in a sense, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna give you A right here. I'm gonna give you B right here. You're gonna take it, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna bring the house down. But as opposed to the Lux, there's a theme. There's a
Y'all let's jump
sacrifice.
back
There's
up.
a sacrifice in the first round to get a point across to carry it over into the third. So I mean that for a structure. Now Taylor is a whole different situation because Taylor is like, this is for you. I made
Yeah.
this entire thing
Let
for
Shams
you.
back up,
This
Lance.
story
Yeah,
is
let's
for
jump
you.
back up.
My fault.
No, but like I get that. It's just like I do understand what you're saying about he can be a little bit sporadic about going from A to Z. But I feel like with going from A to Z, there can be structure in that, and I feel like he does have structure in that. Like he'll have a pocket of punches that are very similar, but then he may go to an angle where um the angle topic is very similar. It can have structure. He does have moments where in his biggest battles the structure is there, like against Hollow. Even though I'm not the hugest fan of his third round angles, his third round angle was structured well. You see what I mean?
In comparison to Lux, you want to do this?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
That gives more
I'm
points
just
to
trying.
Lux.
I'm just trying to get more points. I ain't trying to,
Yeah. Uh,
No, but I understand what y'all mean. Like it's
here's what I'm trying to say too.
the A to Z point can like give him less credit about the structure part.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He's
He
all over
can
the place.
literally beat Lux without being structured and tailored. Yo,
Yes.
we do realize that, right?
Yes, he can.
No.
Yes, he
No.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
No.
Yes, he can.
No.
Yes, he can. He definitely can.
Well, I get what Black is.
I get what you're
If his
saying.
structure's at a 70 and his tailor's at a 70, right? In that battle that night, you tell me he can't win? Just dropping a house on him.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
dropping a
wait.
house on
Are
top of
you
his
not
his
thinking about?
dome,
Are you not thinking
on
about
top
how
of his
good Lux
freaking
is
head.
that day?
I'm just saying generally.
I'll say this.
He said generally.
He said generally he can.
I know, but I wouldn't expect him to win with just being a normal twerk.
I'm not saying it's normal. I'm not wait. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's just say that night his creativity is at 99, his bars at 99, his impact's 99, or his performance at 99, his rapping ability jumps up, his bars at 95. What I'm saying is that night he can hit you with some UK bars, some London bars, some Steelyard bars, freestyle by somebody in the crowd rebuttal. I think he done it before. You can have some general bars. I said it's that structure and intelligence at 70% or 70, right? So he'll have his Lux bars here. He'll have his good third round here and there. Some shit for Lux. But I'm saying with everything else in fact factoring in, that's not something he would have to prioritize to win, is what I'm saying. And I feel like that's kind of how
when
you go to the big K battle, right? And getting the setup, the structure of the bars, even the Kid Slay stuff, they're structuring him doing the watch this tiny desk fire. But what I'm saying, the overall theme, right? The structure of the round, the mission statement of the round from round 1 to 3, whatever it is, right? It doesn't have to be that cohesive in what he does.
No, he don't.
In Big K
I'll say
battles,
this.
there's a whole bunch of bombs being dropped.
Yeah, dropping it on top of his head.
I'll say this before I leave.
We've
If
seen it
this
happen.
was in a small room, he would need a lot more structure and
I
tailoredness.
agree.
But this being a big stage,
It's a big stage.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the big
I agree.
stage.
I agree. Y'all explained it to a point where I can't
Space Jam
disagree.
dunk broke the building. It was one of the biggest moments ever.
Space Jam dunk is strapped in too. I think here's one thing I will say though. Oh, I didn't mean to cut your mic off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, he just left. He left.
He was on break.
No, I was gonna say to his point. I was gonna say to his point though. He talked about rapping ability. I think that like there is a world where a guy can be like a back-to-back puncher and have amazing rap ability. Like I think that's why B Magic was so special when he was like popping because he had like setups and stuff, but like he had like fluidity in between the punches, and the chain punching was like the rapping was just as great as the punches itself. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to do someone like Big K who has like a cadence when he's punching too, like I feel like there's a world where you can be a amazing rapper and also like amazing at punching. I just feel like Twork doesn't really accentuate his rapping ability as much as he could, which is kind of again, but we talk about like the fact that he can beat people without doing it. You know what I'm saying? So But yeah,
Hey, yo, Black, they asking you in the chat, what is 87 plus?
I'm gonna explain it one more time. So again, if you haven't heard the beginning of the stream, um, Twork had 87.40, but we rounded, and Loaded Lux had 86.83, but we rounded it. I thought it was only fair because it was a 0.60% difference to give Twork the plus. So that's why I said 87 plus versus 87. You know what I'm saying? Does that make